today what I have with me here in my hand is actually keys to an M5, an E39 M5, very rare of its kind. I think there was only 10,000 of these ever made. This one's not the cleanest example, but definitely good. The original owner did not take care of this thing. He only drove it every day to work and stuff like that, and then he just kind of put it to rest and just kind of forgot about it. So here I am, or here we are actually owning this piece of beautiful machine, and yeah, so here's the general overview about the car. So on the exterior, it's definitely not the most pretty looking car, but it definitely looks good enough for what it is. So here we have on the wheels, these are stock actual wheels, and these are all rears, so it's a squared setup between the fronts and the rears. These are actually plasti dipped black because the original owner stripped the paint off of them and they look like complete junk. So we figured that black plasti dip looks a lot better than just like raw rotor looking metal. So next going on is, like I mentioned, the paint has a few issues or whatnot. You can see it right there very well. And he tried sanding it away. I don't know if you could see on the camera, but there's like a bunch of sand marks here, and I've already attempted to polish it out and it looks a lot better than what it used to. You can see over here as well, there are a few marks just from the paint fading and stuff like that. Those of you who are E39 guys, you guys know that these side skirts are actually molded into the chassis of the car. So they tried lifting the car by this part right here and it bent it out, so this is ruined indefinitely. And the only way to fix it is to just take the whole piece off, re-weld it, or I don't know, there's ways on forums that guys did it, but nothing is more suitable than just cutting it out and replacing the whole thing. So next I'm going to be moving on to the front end of the car. On the front end, this car looks absolutely aggressive. It's plain. You can see the front end, it looks really good. BMW really did have their own style back then in the days. Let me see if I can get the angel eyes on. Yeah, you probably can't see them. But yeah, so we had to replace the bumper because the original owner also ran into something over here and he broke the bumper and he cracked it, so we had to buy a new one and repainted it. You can see the paint looks really good. It's a little dirty, but it's whatever. So what I love on this car the most is the quad exhausts. They look absolutely aggressive. It gives it such a mean look. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, going on the highway, it just looks, from the side, it looks like a regular driving car, you know? Nothing is special, just a blacked out daily driver. But the front end, and I feel like the rear end also, give it such an aggressive tone. I don't even know. Such a beautiful looking car. And this is actually, I don't know if you can see, but this is not a stock exhaust. This is actually a UUC Corsa exhaust, which is, it sounds really nice. It gives the engine this deep tone, this deep burbly tone. I don't know how to explain it, but it really smooths out the V8 sound that it should have. And I don't know, just from my point of view, this is an amazing car all in general. So now moving on to the interior, you can instantly notice, hold on, you can instantly notice the carbon fiber trim that my brother did. This is a wrap, obviously. So in here we used to have a wooden, disgusting looking trim, but now it looks a lot better. It's a little low key because it's matte. If it was glossy, it would be, I think, a little too shiny for this day and age in the car, but I think just because of the matte carbon fiber, it gives it that nice subtle look to the interior, just like the rest of the car that you wouldn't expect. So it really gives it that kind of like sleeper vibe. So the car actually has 220,000 miles, and we bought it at, I think, 209 or 210, something like that. So for that mileage, this car is beautiful. Like, the mats are still inside, but I mean, you could replace those off of eBay. But the interior, we had resprayed because it was kind of cracked and stuff. So it looks good. It looks really good. All these plastic pieces that you would expect to go out there, obviously going out, so it's whatever. But other than that, the whole interior of the car looks really nice. I'll show you the rear end as well. I mean, this looks absolutely beautiful. For 220,000 miles, sign me up. Now for the actual sound of the V8. Got 220,000 miles right there. It absolutely rips. These are new tires and they can't even hook it at 220,000 miles. That's unbelievable. This thing is crazy. Wow. I'm an E36 guy, but this thing absolutely does not feel anything like it. Obviously because it's a big sedan and V8 and whatnot, but my expectations for this car are honestly quite high.
My turn, huh?
I guess my turn. Давай.